and they don't really like me. Cause I can fuck your bitch and fuck your mom and auntie.
It's annoying and embarrassing that I even have to say this, but this is a message to the YouTube human reviewer that's about to watch this video. This
Another
video is okay for
W video from
Yes,
Tough.
it is a morbid topic, but everything that needs to be censored is censored. Those companies, they're not gonna care if they're in front of this video. It's for educational purposes, and like I said, everything that needs to be censored is censored. It's so annoying I have to say this, especially to you guys, my subscribers. Like, this is so awkward for you guys. I know, and this is how I can reach out to YouTube, by putting this in front of my video. I don't like it either. You know, I used to not care that much, because yeah, you guys support Earl, and you guys support my music, which I get paid very good on Spotify and Apple Music, but it just hits different because I paid a group of editors to edit this video, and I'm not gonna.
When your video get demonetized,
it
don't even
getting
show
weird
up
when I get a
sometime
team.
in sub boxes.
It's just like, now I have people that I gotta pay. Don't think
it's not even about
uploading my videos.
being paid from the video. Like, that shit don't be showing up for some people.
Like I say before, if you guys see me tone down the content, you know why. This ain't Tough switching up. I need to get paid, bro. This is my job. Edgy topics, I gotta push them back. Sorry for starting the video off with this energy. I really am. To my subscribers, I love y'all.
I already
You
understand.
support me no matter what, and I appreciate that so much. If you guys really want to support directly, you can always buy from Earl, which is my clothing brand, in case you guys don't know. I have a Patreon.
YouTube will like shadow ban a demonetized video.
I don't mean
for
to
some reason.
self-promo like this, but I hope you guys understand. But yeah, that's really it. YouTube reviewer, maybe they're probably still gonna deny this. This is gonna be even more embarrassing for me. But yeah, enjoy the video. In the search for thrill and probably fame, people often end up doing stunts that an average person, like you and me, might consider crazy. In this video, we look into some of the craziest stunts that have been attempted and just how fatal they became, from being accidentally boiled alive to being an adrenaline junkie gone wrong. Today, we'll be taking a look at the most dangerous stunts gone wrong. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I do have a little thing to tell you guys, and that's that I am working on a cartoon. Yeah. It's called Two Gay Cats. I tweeted about it in case you want to go get a little bit more information about it, but that's for the future. It's being worked on right now. I voiced both characters. It's going to be such a cool show, and I can't wait for you guys to see that. I already said that in my last video, but just another reminder that I'm going to be streaming on Kick, and make sure to go follow me on there. It's @Tuv with 2 V's. That's really it. You guys heard the intro. We're going to be talking about the most dangerous stunts gone wrong. Some of them were caught on camera. Obviously, I'm not going to show that part. I'm not trying to get demonetized, but I'll show you guys enough. And
got demonetized anyway.
With the video. Woo Youngnin.
I'm probably gonna post
One of
this.
The coolest things on
and
social
get
media is
demonetized
definitely
too.
seeing those epic photos of people hanging their feet over the skyline of a city, like this one and this one. Such photos draw lots of attention, and the people behind them, rooftopers, not only thrive on the attention, but also find lucrative deals. These rooftopers often infiltrate restricted sections of high-rise buildings and take pictures of themselves in cool yet frightening places. But what happens when this risky hobby comes with the urge to outdo oneself with every new mission? Well, this is exactly what this next story is about. Remember the second photo I showed you? This is the guy we're focusing on. His name was Woo Youngnin, and he was among the first and most popular rooftopers in China.
Is scary
Woo,
as
just
fuck,
like many
bro.
that do similar stunts, would find access to buildings and
That
take
shit's
photos
scary
in
as
insane
fuck,
positions.
bro.
He would then share the photos on Weibo, which is like China's version of Facebook or Twitter. These posts would bring so much attention, and with attention also came money. He had built a large social media audience, specifically over 1 million followers across different platforms, and he was posting regularly until November 8th, 2017, when suddenly his Weibo account went quiet. While for a moment his followers speculated on what happened, the truth is that he fell 62 stories off the Weibo Mosquito Center in Changsha, the capital of a province called Hunan. Damn! Yes, he actually fell 62 stories, and there's a video. A New York Magazine article that was written in 2017 explains what was happening before the fall. Woo hangs outside of the building and attempts pull-ups. He manages to do 2, but then he begins struggling on the 3rd one before losing his grip and falling off. An obvious question here would then be, if he did these stunts all the time, why did he fail so terribly? Well, it could have been the fact that he was simply just always trying to one-up himself. In a social media post, rooftopper Charlie_7U, who was Woo's friend, said he went a bit over the top, always trying things that are beyond his ability. However, he wasn't doing it for nothing. Apparently, he was competing in a rooftopping challenge with a grand prize of 15,000 US dollars, which is 100,000 yuan. And so it emerged.
That's it? Only for $15,000?
that he was actually going to propose to his girlfriend the day after the challenge, so part of the money would have been for their wedding, and he also wanted to take care of his mother's medical bills. 2 years later, the Beijing Internet Court, following a lawsuit from Wu's family, awarded them with $4,300 as compensation by Huajiao, a live streaming app, for the minor role that the company played in the death. The court argued that Huajiao encouraged the rooftopper's daredevil actions. Every time I see those images,
that shit
like,
is
those
crazy.
Images where they're on the top of a building, you see their feet
Bro,
hanging. I never really
only
thought about
15K for rooftopping,
I guess we
bro.
all think about it, but we never actually hear about it. Let's head on to the next one. Second on our list is Kirk Raymond Jones, a U.S. citizen who lost his job, which was being a worker at his family's auto part business. Jones's stunt is well known and has been extensively covered by many news outlets for the sheer fact that he did the same crazy thing twice, first when aged 40 and then again at age 53. The bulk of the coverage is particularly on his first attempt, where he jumped off Niagara Falls and survived. ABC News, for instance, did an exclusive interview with him and found out that he took the dive because he had struggled with depression and wanted to die. This was back in October 20th of 2003, and at the time, Jones became the first person to ever survive the fall without protection.
Oh
in
my
interview,
God.
he explained that he knew, quote, "The currents and the whirlpool effects are so strong down there, and that is what kills." He then went ahead to say that after
Oh
he hit
my
the current,
God.
realizing, wow, I'm not dead, I'm alive, the suicidal thoughts went away and he wanted to live.
Oh
The encounter
my
had apparently
God.
given him a new outlook on life. Brenda McMullen, an eyewitness who saw him before the jump, said that he just looked calm. Also, ABC reports that there was a woman who jokingly asked if he was gonna jump, to which he replied, "Yeah, I think I am." He then proceeded to jump over the fence before running downhill and jumping in. Jones fell 180 feet, and regarding the fall, he said that hitting the water felt like slamming onto a table. He then sank under the water and began being spun around by the whirlpool. He, however, managed to pull himself on the rocks, and then rescuers took him from there. He escaped death, but had broken ribs and bruised his spine. He also got banned from Canada and received a $3,000 fine for the illegal stunt. He told reporters that he was regretful and added, "You'll never see an action in Niagara waters with my name written on it again." Although he said this, 14 years later, he returned to the same location. This time, the stunt was jumping using an 8 feet inflatable plastic ball. Niagara Falls is 180 feet tall. I don't understand how he thought that would help. It's believed that he made the jump on April 19th, 2017, together with his pet snake. Okay, let me just interrupt really quick. Why you gotta bring the snake into it, bruh? That is so weird. While the date might not be accurate, the certain bit is that he did not survive. Mr. Jones' body was found on June 2nd, 2017 in the Niagara River near the Youngstown village.
That's because you was fucking pushing it, my nigga.
This is about 12 miles from Niagara Falls.
He's pushing it.
His snake was never found, but the ball was
Shouldn't have
found
did
at
it.
the foot of the falls near the Maid of the Mist boat.
You survived once and then you want to double back with a... Nah, you shouldn't have just...
Is that Jones' remains went unclaimed for months and remained frozen at the Erie County morgue. His family had no interest in claiming them. The body was eventually transferred to a funeral home in Lockport before finally being buried at the Oakwood Cemetery. This was indeed a very tragic end to an equally crazy stunt. Dean Potter and Graham Hunt. Have you ever heard of base jumping? If not, don't worry, you don't gotta do your research. I'm about to explain it. Back in May 16th, 2015, two gentlemen, Dean Potter, 43, and Graham Hunt, 29, met their untimely deaths at Yosemite National Park while attempting a base jump stunt. The word base is an acronym for buildings, antennae, spans, and earth. Buildings is for buildings, antennae means radio masts, spans is for bridges, and earth just means cliffs. So a base jump essentially involves jumping from any of these spots to the ground using a parachute. However, because it's an extreme sport, people make it more quote-unquote fun by jumping a certain distance before opening the parachute or attempting clever maneuvers while on their way down. And it was during one of these
dangerous as fuck.
Potter and his friend crashed and died. Although we pointed out that base jumping is done with a parachute, there's also a popular version called wingsuit base jumping. This is where the person jumping wears a suit that
nigga doing this shit in games and like Far Cry and shit give me anxiety, bro. So I can only imagine him doing shit in real life.
Doing proximity flying.
Fuck no.
That's where they challenge themselves to steer around objects as they descend. You can probably tell where this story is going because on that day they were both trying to do proximity flying. At around nightfall, they jumped from a Taft Point above the Yosemite Valley and attempted doing the 3,000-foot descent via a route that would require them to clear a notch in a rocky ridgeline. The specific notch that they were attempting was described by a Yosemite staff member as spiny like a stegosaurus and has been speculated as being this one. On the way down, however, Hunt hit the side of the wall while Potter cleared the notch and then crashed afterward. They both died on impact. Also, neither of them were able to deploy their parachutes. Their spotter, who remained unnamed, said she heard the sound of what sounded like a parachute opening at around 7:30 p.m., but after failing to get in touch with them via text as planned, at 9 p.m., she informed the park officials. She had hesitated to make the report sooner because she thought they'd been arrested, and as a way to be sure, she first proceeded to the arranged meeting point. Their bodies were found the following day following a search and rescue operation where they were spotted by a patrol helicopter. The surprising bit about this death is that both sportsmen were not new to the jump. A Yosemite staff member said that Potter must have made the same jump on that route about 20 times before. Hunt might have done so too. This is despite the fact that those jumps were illegal, having been banned by the National Park Service. Potter was very aware of his dance with death and severally admitted in his interviews that he knew the possibilities. For example, he once told ESPN, "I'm addicted to the heightened awareness I get when there's a death consequence."
Fuck that shit.
Limb ba.
You keep doing it.
Normally described
I
as
gonna catch up to you.
Activity performed by a skillful person. Now, in this next case, I want you to judge if it was just a stunt or a tradition gone wrong. This happened on the 23rd of October 2017 at a Chinese temple in Suala Sanglang, a small village on the Malaysian coast, where during a prayer session, a man named Limba, aged 68, died after sitting in a metal pot and getting steamed for around 30 minutes. Lim, also known as Black Dog, was a well-known self-professed medium, also termed a magic man. The event, described as the 9 Emperor God Prayer Session, is a popular 9-day celebration that happens every year in the Tao community in Southeast Asia. The event is marked by a great celebration, with many activities going on, including eating vegetarian food. Part of the entertainment and ritual involves mediums like Lim doing what some have termed as bizarre acts. One example is bodily mutilation, like forcing rifles, swords, and similar objects through one's cheeks in a trance-like state. Now, during this tragic event, Lim Ba was supposed to perform his ritual, and during the act, rice, sweet corn, and vegetarian buns would also be placed inside the wok to get steamed. This should probably give you an idea of how hot it was. So, what exactly happened? Well, at around 10 p.m., Lim sat in the lotus position on the huge wok and clasped his hands ready for prayer as a huge fire was lit underneath. A huge metal pot was then lowered from above, completely covering and locking him inside. The whole idea was for steam to build up and, quote, cleanse his body and soul. Things, however, went sideways 30 minutes in. The devotees heard frantic knocks. Usually, Lim would knock to tell the worshippers when it was time to remove the lid, but this time, the knock sounded desperate and irregular, completely signaling danger. They quickly removed the metal pot cover, only to find him unconscious, with steam fluttering from his body. It was a very bizarre scene of what could only be described as human steam. Lim's son, Kang, who witnessed the whole ordeal, said that by the time the ambulance arrived, his father had already stopped breathing.
Bro, he was getting cooked alive.
Found the cause of death to have been second-degree burns and a heart attack. The surprising thing was that Lim had been doing the human steaming performance for about 10 years, with his highest record being 75 minutes inside a steaming wok. So yeah, I don't even know how you could expect to sit in a pot with fire lit underneath you and not expect to die. What?
They keep doing these crazy ass stunts, bro. That shit catch up with them.
To do so anyway. Concerning the
You're
accident,
not about to just keep getting that shit off.
Associations of Malaysia said that the quote steaming man ritual wasn't really a part of the Taoist rites, but rather a fashu performance to showcase physical endurance. They also believe the stunt was quote not advisable. Timothy
That shit crazy.
Videos of cars doing donuts, power slides, burnouts, either on YouTube or other social medias like TikTok, never fail to entertain. These stunts look cool on camera and seem like a great hobby, but sometimes things can go sideways really quick, and that's the kind of tragedy that befell 18-year-old Timothy Isaiah Hall, a famous TikToker from Jensen, Florida. Hall, popularly known as Timbo the Redneck, at Timbo the Redneck on TikTok, met his death on the 31st of July 2021 after a truck accident while doing donuts. His rise to popularity on social media had been based on doing Confederate-style videos, basically showcasing the Southern way of life. In most of his videos, he would be doing activities like fishing, huffing tobacco, and adventuring in his pickup truck that he had nicknamed, quote, Big Booty Judy. According to his friend Tony, Hall would spend the weekends with his girlfriend doing donuts in Big Booty Judy. Worth noting also is that Hall's kinds of activities were mostly risky. This is given that some of his TikTok videos are slapped with a banner. Participating in this activity could result in you or others getting hurt. Anyway, it was while doing donuts in the front yard of a friend's home that this accident happened. Apparently, he lost control of the truck. He got flung from the inside via the driver's side window.
Oh my
God!
God!
Flipped over and then landed right on top of him.
Oh
shit! His friend Tony explained that the quote truck landed on top of him. His whole body landed on top of him. He passed away. Tony then added that he was making a video as a goodbye, even saying, "I just wanted everyone to know that Timbo, he truly appreciated his fans and loved his friends." Although his girlfriend remained unnamed, reports from those who dug around for her social social media account, it's suspected that she suffered minor injuries from the accident. Timbo's mother also made a video about the accident that was posted on Timbo's TikTok account. She said, "I want to thank everybody."
He flipped out of the truck and the truck landed on top of him.
Everybody that supported him, it meant damn. And that was the last video to ever be posted on his TikTok account. Damn. It now has 269,000 followers and around 2.5 million likes. It's still up, and part of the bio now reads, "Rest in peace, Timbo." Sun Mumu. This first case happened just this year in 2023. It involves an acrobatic couple doing a routine mid-air when suddenly death came calling. The couple, Sun Mumu and Zhang Mumu, both aged 37, were well-known performers in China and had been doing risky maneuvers at different entertainment spots for a while. The horrible tragedy happened during their performance at Central Anhui province village of Hugao, and it sparked a bit of debate about the husband's intention as well as the role of safety equipment for such performances. This is because Sun, Zhang's wife, fell 30 feet from mid-air after he failed to catch her, and this happened after apparently they had been in an argument over the use of safety gear before their performance. There were also claims that Sun might have survived if there was a safety net or a soft landing beneath them. So what exactly went wrong? Well, in a video that was shared on Twitter by Ticker News, we can see the couple being hoisted up by a crane. Zhang is supported from the back by ropes around both his arms. Sun, on the other hand, hangs on to Zhang by stepping onto his feet and locking her hands around his neck. The couple are quickly pulled up in a smooth motion, but then suddenly she loses grip around his neck and falls to the ground.
Holy shit.
Despite the 30-foot fall, she didn't die immediately. One of her colleagues said that she was still breathing weakly as she lay on the ground. She died later in the hospital from the injuries though. Now, as mentioned earlier, based on local reports, some people tried to blame Zhang, saying that he had been in a fight with Sun about safety measures. However, it was generally known that the couple often ditched safety lines, quote, for the sake of looking good, end quote. Also, Zhang denied the fighting claims despite alleged witnessing by onlookers and said that they were always happy. The local authorities ruled the death as an accident and absolved Zhang of any blame. The company hosting
y'all need to chill out with that, trying to blame him with that shit.
Negligence, given that they had failed to obtain approval from authorities and they had also not offered safety protection and emergency measures to the performers. Anyway, regardless of who was to blame, this crazy stunt led to Zhang losing both a performance partner and the love of his life. Alright, that was it for this video.
Bro, that
if you
is
guys liked it,
fucked. Holy shit.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe.
Tub, you dropped another banger, nigga.
The Discord, go follow me
Damn.
on Instagram. Go follow me.
That's going on the channel.
But if I want you to do one